tomorrow try and read at least one chapter of Gita. It's recommended that we have to read all the 700 verses. Right? It's very, very auspicious tomorrow to read. It takes only 3 hours, 3 or maximum 3.5, 4 hours. That's it. Right? So dedicate just one day in the year to read all the shlokas of the Bhagavad Gita, all the chapters. Only shlokas will do. Right? If you read translation, it'll take the whole day. Just read the shlokas. Yeah, let's begin. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Sudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloker Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Kripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Now let's begin. को वा भगवतस्तस्य पुण्यश्लोकेद्य कर्मणः शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात् यष्कली मलापहम्. Yes, Arya?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Ko va bhagavatastasya punya shlokedya karmanah studi kamo na shunyuyad yashaham kali malapaham.
Yes, Vamshi Prabhu.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Ko va bhagavatasya punya shlokedya karmanaha sudhi kamona shunyad yashya kali malapaham.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Sucharita Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Ko va bhagavatastasya punya shloke karmanaha shuddhi kamana shruniyatyasya kalimala paham.
Yes, thank you. Yes, Arya, you want to read the translation?
Yes, Mataji. Who is there desiring deliverance from the vices of age of quarrel? Who is not willing to hear the victorious glories of the Lord? Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Who wants to read the purport? Anyone?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Purport. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. The age of Kali is the most condemned age due to its quarrelsome features. Kali Yuga is so saturated with vicious habits that there is a great fight at the slightest misunderstanding. Those who are engaged in the pure devotional service of the Lord, who are without any desire of self-aggrandizement, and who are freed from the effects of fruitive actions and dry philosophical speculations, are capable of getting out of the estrangements of this complicated age. The leaders of the people are very much anxious to live in peace and friendship, but they have no information of the simple method of hearing the glories of the Lord. On the contrary, such leaders are opposed to the propagation of the glories of the Lord. In other words, the foolish leaders want to completely deny the existence of the Lord in the name of secular state. Such leaders are enacting various plans every year, but by the insurmountable intricacies of the material nature of the Lord, all these plans for progress are being constantly frustrated. They have no eyes to see that their attempts to at peace and friendship are falling. But here is the hint to get over the hurdle. If we want actual peace, we must open the road to understanding of the Supreme Lord Krishna and glorify Him for His virtuous activities as they are depicted in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, we will cover one more. तस्य कर्माणि उदाराणि परिगीतानि सुरभिः ब्रूहि न श्रद्धधानानां लीलया ददता कला. His transcendental acts are magnificent and gracious, and great learned sages like Narada sing of them. Please therefore speak to us who are eager to hear about the adventures he performs in his various incarnations. Yes. Yeah, Murlidhar Prabhu, Purport.
Hare Krishna Mataji. The purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The personality of Godhead is never inactive as some less intelligent persons suggest. His works are magnificent and magnanimous. His creations, both material and spiritual, are all wonderful and contain all variegatedness. They are described nicely by such liberated souls as Srila Narada, Vyasa, Valmiki, Devala, Asita, Madhava, Sri Chaitanya, Ramanuja, Vishnu Swami, Nimbarka, Sridhara, Vishwanatha, Baladeva, Bhakti Vinoda, Siddhanta Saraswati, and many other learned and self-realized souls. These creations, both material and spiritual, are full of opulence, beauty, and knowledge, but the spiritual realm is more magnificent due to its being full of knowledge, bliss, and eternity. The material creations are manifested for some time as perverted shadows of the spiritual kingdom and can be likened to cinemas. They attract people of less intelligent caliber who are attracted by false things. Such foolish men have no information of the reality, and they take it for granted that the false material manifestation is the all in all. More intelligent men, guided by sages like Vyasa and Narada, know that the eternal kingdom of God is more delightful, larger, and eternally full of bliss and knowledge. Those who are not conversant with the activities of the Lord and his transcendental realm are sometimes favored by the Lord in his adventures as incarnations, wherein he displays the eternal bliss of his association in the transcendental realm. By such activities, he attracts the conditioned souls of the material world. Some of these conditioned souls are engaged in the false enjoyment of material senses, and others in simply negating their real life in the spiritual world. These less intelligent persons are known as karmis or fruitive workers, and gyanis or dry mental speculators. But above these two classes of men is the transcendentalist known as sattvata, or the devotee who is busy neither with rampant material activity nor with material speculation. He is engaged in the positive service of the Lord, and thereby he derives the highest spiritual benefit unknown to the karmis and gyanis. As the supreme controller of both the material and spiritual worlds, the Lord has different incarnations of unlimited categories. Incarnations like Brahma, Rudra, Manu, Ritu, and Vyasa are his material qualitative incarnations, but his incarnations like Rama, Narasimha, Varaha, and Vamana are his transcendental incarnations. Lord Sri Krishna is the fountainhead of all incarnations, and he is therefore the cause of all causes. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, thank you, Prabhu. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Yeah, so we are continuing with Canto 1, Creation, Chapter 1, the questions by the sages. And the sages ask 6 questions, right? So, here we need to understand, this is a very beautiful verse where it says, see, this is spoken by the Shaunaka Muni, I mean, the sages of Naimisharanya who are headed by Shaunaka, and they talk this, I mean, they speak this to Sutta Goswami. So who they are learning from, right? So what they say, anybody who wants to get delivered from the vices of Kali Yuga, right, or to get purified, all right, should be they will hear the glories of the Lord. Can you imagine? They are saying, is there anybody in this world who want to get delivered and is not willing to hear about the Lord? There is nobody. That's what they are trying to say, right? So that means we all know, I mean, scientifically it's proven, right? Prabhupada says, in one of the lectures he says that if you want to give up drinking and smoking or any kind of bad habit you have, they will send you to all these rehabilitation centers and etc etc, and after you come back, you again go you again try to get that tendency of smoking and drinking. Why does this happen?
Because you stop that association because they relations with that.
Because I didn't understand.
We no longer associate. No longer go to the rehabilitation centers. After a certain point, we stop going regularly, right? So we get then bad habits again.
But you're cured, no? You go to rehabilitation center to completely get cured, no?
In the center, they'll be taken care of doctors or anybody like that. There's somebody to look into it. So they'll be like they'll try to change. Once they come here to the this world again, they won't have anybody to like
Monitor
stop
or
them to do the things. So they will just again the bad habits will enter into their minds.
Yes, okay. Shiv Kumar Prabhu.
It is the association.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
The
Krishna.
rehabilitation is awakening our inner dormant Krishna consciousness.
Okay.
Mataji, they are trying the material solutions, material world solutions, whereas here it says that spiritual solution is the permanent one and not the
Yeah.
material.
Haribol, very nice. Yeah, Vamshi Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah, because of the tendency still not went gone, because that whatever that rehabilitation center gone through, because of later he was again going back to same situation because of the bijam was kutam. The result of the tendency means the food means this vasana. But propensity was that vasana was kutam. We call it kutam. That still roaming in mind. He was not
Yes.
cleansed in purely Suddha. Then when he uprooted the whole thing, that whatever the sinful activities, right? The four things, right? These are all are sinful activities. When these sinful activities will well gone, when it cleansed from root.
Yes, got it. Yeah, so as all of you said, the solution is still temporary, right? And what is the real reason once they come back from rehabilitation center, they again get the tendency of going back and doing all that nonsense is because they do not have a higher engagement. They do not have higher engagement, right? So when something, when something is very attractive, right, very attractive, say you like a red color dress, okay, and there are all other color dresses, will you even look at the other color dresses? No, because your attraction, it's pulling towards you, that red color dress that you want, because red is your favorite color, it is pulling towards you, right? It's pulling you towards it. So you only look at that, and you get attracted to it, and you don't look at other things, right? That means you have gotten a higher taste or higher engagement, right? When you have something higher, or when you get a taste of something nicer, Why will you look at these small things which are ultimately going to destroy you? Right? Param drishtva nivartate. Vishaya vinivartante. Right? Vishaya vinivartante. The senses are always there. The sense objects are always trying to engage the senses. But you will not get engaged with those senses around you if you have gotten some other engagement. If empty mind is devil's workshop. If you have gotten some work, then you will never sit idle. You will never look at other things, because you have something important, you have something better, right? And that is the power of Krishna consciousness. Why nobody, once they become devotees, why nobody turn towards any of these bad vicious habits, is because they are getting the same or higher taste in whatever they are doing in Krishna consciousness. The Krishna conscious activities are giving them that taste. Not that taste, that is very low substandard taste. They are getting higher taste. If you are getting something nice, why will you leave that and go to something substandard? No, right? Just like what Prabhupada explains over here in the case of movies. In the next purport, he says, no, the movies attract less intelligent people, right? So material world is full of varieties, right? So many varieties you can see. So many different types of flowers and so many metals and everything is there. So many varieties, right? So it's natural for anybody to get attracted to the material world. But only less intelligent people get attracted to material world, because people who are higher on a higher level, right, they know in the spiritual world there is more variegatedness than this, and it is all permanent, right? It's permanent. One thing that people don't understand is they get carried away, the momentary engagement with the material world, right, getting carried away by all the nice things in the material world. We forget the fact it is temporary. One day it will go. The flower looks very nice, but after maybe one day it'll go, right? It'll rot, right? In the spiritual world, because everything has life, flower has life, sand particles have life in them, everything is spiritual, everything has spirit soul, right? Nothing gets rotten there, and it's permanent. This is one thing that makes the spiritual variegatedness always higher compared to the material variegatedness, right? That's what happened, no? That's what Prabhupada was featured in the newspaper saying, stay high forever, right? That's what he said. He wrote the article saying, stay high forever. This high what you get on alcohol and all, one night, maybe 2 nights, or 1-2 days maybe, that's it maximum. But if you chant the Harinam, the high feeling that you get is permanent. Right? That's what Prabhupada says. Right? So that is very important. Shinvatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hridantasto Hi Abhadrani Vidunoti Suhritsatam. Punya Shravana Kirtana. Just by listening about the Lord, no, the pastimes of the Lord, you're getting the higher taste, because it's giving you more pleasure. When you get more pleasure, will you look at cinemas or Gramya Katha, gossip, so something happened to him, something happened to her. You're not interested anymore, and that is natural. Naturally, it is happening. The tendency towards Krishna or inclination is naturally happening. When something is naturally happening, it'll never stop. You can never go back, right? Because you're getting the higher taste. You're fed, right? You're fed into Param Drishtva Nivartate. Right? And the heart is getting cleansed and cleansed and cleansed only by hearing the Lord, hearing about the Lord, right? Shrinvata Swakata Krishna Punya, right? The very process of hearing about the Lord in itself is auspicious. That's what Prabhupada translates it into. Right? Can you imagine? And not only that, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, what happens? Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu, Nashtaprayeshva Abhadreshu. All the abhadras from the heart will go just by listening to Bhagavatam every day again. Same thing, right? Everything, every day if you listen, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, all abhadras will go, or anarthas, or the vicious activities, desire to do vicious activities, vices, everything will go from the heart. Right? Very important. And many people think, Bhagavatam is in itself, the shlokas, in itself is transcendental. We should read the shlokas always. Many people don't read, they just read the translation and purport. See, there is a shloka that says, na tadvag visargo janataga viplavo yasmin prati shlokam abaddavatyapi, yasmin prati shlokam abaddavatyapi. Even if you pronounce it wrong, the shloka, right? even if you read it wrong, pronounce it wrong, it's okay, right? Because the transcendental vibration comes from this part. That is very important. And these are spiritual ecstasies of Srila Prabhupada, which helps you understand the shloka, right? So that is very, very important. So this makes the real difference. You have to read Yasmin Prati Shlokam Abaddavatyapi Namanyanantasya Yashoankitani Shrinmanti Gayanti Rinanti Sadhava. Right? Even if you're not able to pronounce, you should still read. Even if you're not able to comfortably, fluently read it, you should still read. Right? Because it brings about a revolution in the reader's life. Tadvag Visargo. Any topic about Krishna, Tad means Krishna, right? Tadvag Visargo Janataga Viplavo. It brings about a revolution in the humankind where your heart gets cleansed, right? Whenever your heart gets cleansed, right? Automatically you will be able to relish the pleasure of Krishna's activities, right? That's very important. So this verse prepares us for hearing, and the next verse talks about the importance or the benefits you get from hearing. And in the next verse going forward, they ask they ask Suta Goswami in depth. They mention this particular avatar, what happened, this particular avatar, what happened. Please explain to us in a very inquisitive form, right? They are highly curious to learn about the Lord, to hear about the Lord. So going forward, we will understand what is actually happening, right? So it's very important. Until Atma doesn't get connected to Paramatma, no, you cannot. I mean, it's today I was hearing a lecture that Mataji was saying. You all have to distribute Gitas, right? Because you are getting the happiness, and you have to give the same happiness to others. And she was saying, until Atma doesn't get connected to Paramatma, it seems it's given in 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita that we are all considered animals. Because animals are just like that. They also have Atma, but they do not know there is Paramatma inside their heart. And they do not get connected to Paramatma. Right? And it's like artificial beings that we make today, robots and all that. Right? But if we also don't get connected to Paramatma, then is there any difference between us and animals? We are also just like animals, right? Then why do we have to be given higher intelligence, right? There is a purpose behind Krishna giving us higher intelligence. Krishna never gave higher intelligence to animals. There's a purpose. That purpose we have to utilize, right? We have to utilize. That is our dharma. That is our nature, right? Very, very important. And it's very beautifully given over here. Where is it? Yeah, here they say his transcendental acts are magnificent and gracious, and great learned sages like Narada Muni sing of them. Please, therefore, explain. We are eager to hear. Eager to hear. So, Shravanam is the birthplace for what? What is Shravanam birthplace for?
Devotional service,
Devotional
Mataji.
service. Bhakti.
Even before that, there is something. To do devotion service, you need something. What is it?
Faith.
Mataji,
Very
Mahaseva and
good.
Satam.
Shraddha.
Mahaseva
Desire,
and
desire.
Yeah.
Satam.
Mataji, faith. Shraddha.
Got it right.
Mataji,
Shraddha, right? Very, very important. Sorry, Mataji?
Mahaseva, before that you need.
Yeah,
Mahaseva
Mahat
and
Seva and
Satam.
Satam Kripa, then you will get faith. And then you can do devotion service, right? And one form of Mahat Seva is Shravanam, right? We can do Vani Seva just by listening. Like Narad Muni, no? He just took the remnants of the prasadam and he constantly heard what they were discussing. So Shravanam, right? You can consider it easy Seva, Mahat Seva, easy way of doing it is Shravanam. When you do a lot of Shravanam, then only the faith gets established. Then when you learn more and more about Krishna, because of the faith in the heart, you will believe and you will be able to resonate or reciprocate with the pastimes of the Lord. And then when you reciprocate or feel, okay, Krishna did this, then what happens? You will feel he's great. Only when you get that feeling he is great, then you can do service. Otherwise, you can't do service, right? When you get the feeling that great, you can do service, right? So that is very important. Give me a moment. Hare Krishna. Yeah, and there was one more line here somewhere Prabhupada says, yeah, foolish leaders want to completely deny the existence of the Lord, and in the name of secular state, they do so many things, right? And they have no eyes to see their attempts failing at peace and friendship. Can you imagine? So, what does this mean? My eye slapping. So, every time what happens when we don't believe in the Lord or when our Atma doesn't get connected to Paramatma, what happens? We think we are the doers. And when something doesn't happen, we feel bad about it and we start more rigorously doing the same thing again, the attempt, right? It becomes more stronger in the next time also, and next time also we will fail. Unless Krishna sanctions, it will not happen. And Krishna's sanction we already learned in Damodar Leela. Our endeavor is only 99%. 1% is Krishna's mercy, Kripa. If that is not there, it will not happen, right? We are trying, they are putting their level best 99%, but 100% it cannot be, right? Krishna Kripa has to be there. So we need to understand, right? Can't we see even in our lives, even in our personal lives, it's happening, right? We are trying to do something, it's not happening. Maybe we have a business we are trying to build, maybe we are failing, right? We have in our personal lives we have certain challenges, familial challenges, financial challenges, social challenges, so many challenges we have, right? So many challenges, we try to cover it up or work hard to make it up without Krishna, and every time we try to do that, Maya slaps us. We can see it, right? It's happening. We are failing. And what we do after failing? These moralists say, no, oh, failure is the first step of success. Do not give up, try again. But what is the point in trying without Krishna, right? That is very important. We have to pray to the Lord, right? Only then, when you involve Krishna in your life becomes Krishna conscious, right? That is the concept of Krishna consciousness, right? Do not leave your job. You go to your office, but do it for Krishna, right? Do not stop eating. Eat, but cook for Krishna. Offer it to him, then only eat as prasadam. So when you add Krishna in your life, then Maya's activity will stop, right? It will stop. But we have to have that strong faith and do everything that you're doing in Krishna consciousness, right? That is very important. Otherwise success will not come, right? Otherwise there's no success. See here Prabhupada says, but the hint is to get hint to get over all the hurdle is Krishna consciousness, just by listening to the Lord, right? And here Prabhupada talks about, where is that line? I read a line here. Krishna, there's no inactivity, right? Somewhere he says. There's somewhere he says there is no inactivity in bhakti, right? Bhakti means, like I said, not giving up anything and sitting, but you have to do. And when Krishna comes to this material world, he was also not inactive, right? He was always performing pastimes. But there's a shloka that says natasya karmani natasya karyam karanam cha vidyate. Krishna doesn't do anything. There's a shloka, right? You all agree? There's a shloka where it says natasya karyam karanam cha vidyate. Krishna doesn't do any work. Then how to understand? Prabhupada says, Krishna is not inactive. He always does something. And even, when he comes to this material we've seen, right? He does so many pastimes. We also know creation, maintenance, and destruction of the material world is done by the Lord. Then how can you say Krishna doesn't do anything? Krishna doesn't do anything. How do we understand this? Anyone?
Mataji, Krishna is not controlled by Maya.
But he's doing the activity, no? He's not controlled by Maya, yes, but he's doing some activity.
Mataji, he gets it done through his devotees and pure devotees. And
Yeah, Haribol. He doesn't do directly, but he does through others. But pastimes he's doing. He went and, took butter unknowingly. He danced with the gopis. Those things he's personally doing, no? Then how can you say Krishna is not doing anything?
that he is doing in
Mataji,
this
like
material world.
No,
He's doing all
Goloka,
the material.
eternally Rasa Leela happens in Goloka. Eternally
Mat-
all the Leelas are happening.
Mataji, like when we surrender, he will do for us.
You're not audible, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hello. Am I audible now?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. I was telling like when we surrender, he may grace, he may do mercy on us.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
When we surrender to Krishna, right? He will shower mercy on us to shower mercy on us actually. The
Yeah.
surrender is the thing which he was telling.
Question is, all the Vedas say that he doesn't do anything. Right? Even in Bhagavad Gita, somewhere I can recall that where he says he doesn't do anything. Right? But he is doing the pastimes, he's doing the creation, he's doing the destruction, he's doing the maintenance. Then how do we understand this? So what is the
More
real...
by chanting we realize, Mataji.
So basically, what we need to understand is he is not doing anything again. Personally, he is not doing anything. As Prabhu said, he employs someone to take care of all the tasks like maintenance. I mean creation. Right? Krishna expands into Balram. Balram expands into the Chaturvyuha. Then the Chaturvyuha expands into Narayana. Narayana expands into Mahasankarshana. Mahasankarshana expands into the three Purushas: Kanadaksha Vishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. The Purushas are doing the creation, not the Lord personally. Right? This is something we need to understand. So ultimately, Krishna is not doing anything. Right? And even in the material world, when Krishna comes, right? In Golok also there is Krishna eternally performing. So only a part of Krishna's energy comes to the material world. Can you imagine? And they do the pastimes. But what Krishna is just happily enjoying in Goloka. And even in Chaitanya Charitamritham, it is said that the demons, right, the killing part is actually done by Vishnu. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is whole, right? So part of Vishnu is also there in Krishna's body. So whenever the demon comes, right, like Putana, Aghasura, Bakasura, the Vishnu part of the Lord becomes active, and he is the one who does the killing job, right? And but because Krishna is just enjoying, he doesn't kill, he doesn't do all those adventurous pastimes. All he does is love, right? Just steal butter and just perform these loving pastimes in Vrindavan. And that's why when Krishna went to Mathura, right, it is said that Yashodanandan Krishna stayed back in Vrindavan. It was Vasudeva Krishna who went to Mathura. It was Vasudeva Krishna who fought in Mahabharat war. It was Vasudeva Krishna who built Dwaraka. Vasudeva is Vishnu. The real Krishna was staying in Vrindavan only, right? So what happens? Yashoda Maya had also given birth to Krishna. This we don't know. It's highly confidential. It's not discussed usually in public, right? So Yashoda Mata, we all know Vasudeva carries Krishna to exchange with Nanda Baba's child, right? So he finds a girl baby there. It was actually dark, right? And there are two babies actually. It was Yashoda Mata gave birth to twins. One was the girl child and one was the boy child, that is Krishna. Okay. And when he went, it was so dark in the middle of the night. It was raining and so much of storm and all was happening. Diyas were not there, nothing was there. He couldn't see. He just saw the first baby. He kept the baby Krishna there, and he took that girl child, kept in his basket, and he went back. Then what happened? The two Krishnas merged. The real Krishna and the Vasudeva part, right? Merged the two Krishna. And when he went back to Mathura, it was Vasudeva Krishna who went back. Real Krishna stayed back in Mathura in spiritual form, right? Nobody could see him, right? This is what happened. So Krishna doesn't do anything. All the pastimes are done, or all the tasks and of creation, maintenance, whatever it is, they're all done by the different plenary portions of the Lord and devotees of the Lord, but by himself he doesn't do anything. This is something we have to understand, right? So very important. Here we talk about Krishna's pastimes, right? Why we get attracted to Krishna's pastimes is, it's very simple. You know, when Krishna took birth, everybody celebrated, right? We all still celebrate Janmashtami, but what we don't realize is how people in Vrindavan celebrated every act of Krishna. When Krishna rolled on his back, they celebrated that. When Krishna started crawling, they celebrated that. When Krishna started walking, they celebrated that, right? When Krishna started his own, they celebrated that. And not only that, they celebrated even Krishna's mischief also, right? Once what happened, one gopi, they were all elder gopis and Krishna was very small, right? They went and asked Krishna. Krishna was very small and Yashoda Mata had taught him the eyes, ears, where are eyes, where are ears, where is nose, everything she had taught in the morning. So evening the gopis called Krishna and they started to ask him, where are ears, show me your ears. So he showed, okay, ears. Then they said, show me your eyes. He showed. Then they said, show me your nose. He showed. Then they said, show me your mouth. He showed. Then they said, open your mouth. He opened. And then they said, show me your teeth. Krishna started wondering and searching where the teeth is, because at that time he was just 1 year or something and there was no teeth in his mouth, right? And everybody started laughing. All the gopis started laughing. The entire city gathered and started laughing, and even Krishna started laughing. This is how their pastimes were. Can you imagine? Just laughter, nothing else, right? But with love for the Lord. This is how Goloka works actually. Why everybody get attracted to Goloka, to go back home, back to Godhead, is because of this. Even in Goloka, there's nothing else happening, just this happening, just laughter and just a love for the Lord. Right? Very, very special these pastimes are. And that's why Prabhupada says, when you get the taste, right, of these pastimes, nothing else can give you this much of pleasure. Day and night you can engross yourself in listening to these pastimes and you'll forget the material world. Whatever is happening in the material world, you'll just forget it, right? You'll be completely engrossed only in Krishna Leela. Right? So that is very, very important. And this is called higher taste, right? This is called higher taste. See, this is just one example that I gave you. So eternally, every moment, such pastimes are happening in Vrindavan, in Goloka Vrindavan, right? We all want to be a part of it. So if you want to be a part of, to give up this material inclination or material whatever, wealth, money, going to office. Nobody goes to office in Goloka. You don't have to go, right? Everything just comes to you. Every tree in Goloka is desire tree, kalpa vriksha. You go ask for gulab jamun, the trees will give you gulab jamun, right? So nobody goes to office. So we have to give it up. We have to give it up, and we can't force ourselves to give it up, right? Krishna said preeti purvakam, so you can't force yourself. Then how to give it up? When you get something nice, automatically you'll give it up, right? So you have to hear about the Lord's pastime. There was one more pastime, where it's called Radha Tulabara, okay? So where one Brahmana came to Krishna and begged him for... See, Krishna was in a Vaishya family, right? Protecting cows and commerce they were doing. They need to give charity to Brahmana. So when Brahmana came, he can't say no. So that Brahmana came and said, I have a daughter, I need to get her married, but for that I need money. Right? So you need to give me some money. Can you give? Right? So money, gold and everything. But Krishna was like, okay, you have one daughter, but you are a very nice Brahmana. I just don't want to give you little bit. I'll give you so much. So he calls Radharani and tells this Brahmana, see, this Radharani is my favorite. Right? So I don't have anything greater than Radharani to give you. Right? I want to give you something special and I don't have anybody special to give you other than Radharani. So what you do, she will be weighed and whatever, amount of gold and money, everything matches her weight, that much you can go take and go. Right? So Radha Tulabara happens. She will sit on one pan and on the other pan all the gopis will bring all the wealth and money, and see they are very rich, right? They sell butter and all the crops and everything, and Vaishyas are usually rich, right? They are known for that. So they put all the wealth in entire Vrindavan. Still Radharani's pan doesn't move up, right? Then all the gopis will say, tell the Brahmana, see, all the wealth put together in the material world does not equate Radharani. She is higher than that, right? Then what to do, right? Then the Brahmana will be confused. Oh, now if the wealth is not equating her weight, then they will give me Radharani. I should take her also and go. I can't get one daughter married. How will I get two daughters married? Right? Then he'll be fully worried. Then Krishna will come and say, okay, don't worry. This is all we can gather, this much of wealth and money and all that. This much you take and go and happily make your daughter's wedding. I mean, do your daughter's wedding. And then he will be very happy. He will take and go. So what we understand from this is Radharani's glory, right? She is not an ordinary personality. The entire material wealth put together, you cannot, equate it to Radharani's wealth. Okay, and there's one more pastime I want to share. How many of you believe Radha Krishna were not married? Anyone who believe that Radha Krishna were not married? Are they married?
No, Mataji.
Yeah,
No, Mataji.
they are
not
married, Mataji, in Gupta marriage.
Yeah. So, anyone else who believes that they have got married?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so basically, what happened one day, Nanda Baba was Krishna and Radha were so small, okay? They were like babies, crawling stage, right? I mean, Radharani was actually in crawling stage, and there was huge storm and all that, rain and storm and all in the field. So Nanda Baba had Krishna and Radharani with him. He had to take care of them, but because of the storm and all that, he put both of them in a place, and he went to take care of the field, agricultural field and all that. Okay, then what happened at that time, it was actually demigods and to cause so much of storm and rain and all for the pastime to happen actually, right? And then severely rain happened and torrents of rain and everything, where Nanda Baba got engaged completely in the field work to protect the crops, and he couldn't see what where Krishna and Radha are, what they are doing, are they safe. He was completely engrossed. The demigods made sure, Nanda Baba doesn't see this side. Then at that time Brahma came, and the moment Brahma came, Brahma took both Radha Krishna to this vana called, I think, Bhandir Vana, if I'm not wrong. It's a place in Vrindavan. Many people go and do marriages there. And they consider that marriage is very auspicious, and for janmas and janmas, it won't break. Same husband will get. That's what they believe in. Alright, so Brahma takes them there, and the moment they go there, both Krishna and Radha will become their get that eternal Kaishora form, as in the adolescent teenage form. That's the real form, right? Krishna, even if he was 900 years old, he looked 16 years old only. Right? So they get their eternal form, and in that situation, Brahma immediately finishes their marriage ceremony. Right? Marriage ceremony he finishes. Nobody will be there, only demigods will be there. That's it. And then Brahma takes them back to the Nanda Baba's field and leaves them there, and they will get there again, small crawling form, and they sit there. And that time, all rain, everything will stop, the sun will be there, everything will be normal, everything would have come back to normal. Then Nanda Baba comes and sees both of them. He'll be like, they are safe, they are here only, nothing happened. Right? And then they go back. So why did Brahma did secret marriage? Anyone? Once they grew up, he could have done the marriage, right? Why did they do secret marriage like this, where nobody should know? Any guesses? Yes, Keshav Prabhu, you want to say? Just guess, some wild guess. Okay. In case.
Mataji wanted to hide it from their actual husband and wife.
Yeah, why? Yeah, that's the whole point of doing hidden marriage. But why? Why they wanted to hide? So you imagine, in case Radha Krishna got married in public, right? Will this fun, adventure, excitement, will that ever happen? Will Radha, always take help of gopis and make plans to come out of the house to meet Krishna secretly? Will that excitement come at home?
No, Mataji.
Yeah, because to create that excitement, because see, whatever is highest, I mean the highest in spiritual world is parakiya bhav, right? That is lowest in material world, right? That is highest in spiritual world. So Krishna wanted, and Radharani had told Krishna, I will not come to come to material world and perform pastimes with you if you do not create exact Goloka in the material world. So he brought the entire Goloka to the material world in Vrindavan to perform the pastimes. So Parakiya Bhav had to be there, right? Parakiya means outside marriage, extramarital, premarital, right? That is what is Parakiya Bhav. So that's why the pastimes between Radha Krishna are cherished even today for their fun and excitement and the adventure that they create, right? We get the feeling, oh, see how much she did, how much she struggled to meet Krishna for 1 minute, right? So because to create all that, all this, there was one more pastime. Yeah, the eating forest fire. Okay, so how did Krishna? I mean, there was one forest fire, no, in Vrindavan, and all the gopas were very scared. Forest fire has happened, and we need to protect the cows. We need to protect the calves and everything, right? So at that time, what did Krishna do? Anyone?
He swallowed the fire, Mataji.
He swallowed the fire, right? Everybody agrees, right? So he swallowed the fire. Now, before swallowing the fire, what did Krishna ask all of them to do?
They should sleep and remember all the cold air from Vrindavan.
Yeah, they should close their eyes. They shouldn't see what is happening, and then Krishna will, protect all of them. But when everybody was closing their eyes, one Gopa did not close his eyes. And he saw Krishna eating fire. All the fire is going inside Krishna's mouth, right? And Krishna is smiling and happily swallowing the fire. And this one Gopa got, how can Krishna eat fire, right? So what he did, immediately he ran and went to Yashoda Mata and he complained. He said, you know what Krishna did? He ate fire. Then Yashoda Mata was like, what? How can he eat fire? Right? Now, just to make Yashoda Mata not believe what that Gopa is saying, Krishna had done something the previous day. The day previous to this forest fire day. Anyone knows what he did?
He ate the mud, no?
Mud is fine. Mud is not okay. Eating
So
fire.
Yashoda Mata told to open the mouth, and when she saw the whole universe in his mouth.
Okay, but how will that help her not believe that he is eating fire? He did something else the previous day. Anyone? No one knows. So what happened was Krishna asked for milk. So the Yashoda Maya went and boiled milk and gave. Okay, it was hot. So he said, it's very hot, I can't drink. You cool it down. So she warmed it. Okay, it came to warm temperature, and now she said, okay, now it's warm, it's not hot, you can drink. Then he tried drinking, he took one sip and he started dancing. He was like, no, it's hot, it's hot. Then Yashoda Maya was like, it's warm only. So again she went, she put the glass in water, right, and she made it to room temperature, and then she gave. Then when it came to room temperature, he had one sip and he said, it is still warm, but it's okay, manageable, and he drank. Okay, then she told, how can he eat fire? He can't even drink hot milk. He can't even drink warm milk. right? He will drink only cold and room temperature milk. How can he eat fire? Have you gone mad? Maybe you're dreaming. And she scolded him and sent. She never, right? So Krishna knows no what will happen the next day, who will complain what to Yashoda Mata. So he will prepare himself. That's why this milk pastime happened, right? So can you imagine? You can just, if you keep listening to these pastimes one after the other, you just don't feel like stopping, right? And imagine you taking part in these pastimes, right? That's what happens if you go to Goloka. You will take part in these pastimes personally. Can you imagine? And yeah, I will end the class with one last pastime. Aghasura, right? All of you know how Aghasura was killed. Can anybody summarize? Aghasura was killed, no? Krishna killed Aghasura. How?
Through a great python who had eaten all
How was
the
how
locusts.
was he to look?
He came out through his body, Mataji.
No. Aghasura was what demon? By looks, how was...
A
He
snake,
was a python
Mataji.
snake, Mata.
Serpent.
He was a snake. Right? He was a very big snake. And actually, Aghasura had siblings. Anyone knows who they are?
Putana Mataji, I guess.
Putana and
Bakasura.
Winged.
Bakasura. Very nice.
Yeah.
Bakasura and Putana, they were two siblings. Putana died first, Bakasura died next. And then, so Aghasura is very angry now. He's like, you killed both my siblings. So he comes with that big snake form. He comes and he opens his mouth, right? And nobody gets to know it's a snake's mouth. All the gopas will enter thinking it's some nice playground. They can go inside and play, right? That's what happens. And then Krishna was the last one to enter. When everybody enters, it had still not closed its mouth because it was waiting for Krishna to enter. When Krishna entered, it closed its mouth, and Krishna started to fight and hit Aghasura in the mouth and killed Aghasura. Right? That we all know. And then what happened? Then what happened?
No,
When
Mataji,
somebody
they
dies,
say
what?
that the Aghasura was not killed by Krishna. That is what they say.
Then I don't know about that. So basically, what happened after someone dies? What happens? The
They
soul should
cremate.
come out. No, the soul should come out of the body, right? Now, when Aghasura's soul came out from the body, the soul never saw Krishna. Why?
Krishna was still inside Mataji.
Yeah. So all the demons usually get Sayuja Mukti, right? Because they go and merge in the Brahman effulgence of the Lord. But Brahman effulgence was actually inside only, inside the dead body of Aghasura, right? That's why Aghasura got a particular kind of mukti. He got what is that? Sarupya Mukti, if I'm not. He got
Yes, Mataji. Tarupya Mukti.
Sarupya, Salokya. I think Sarupya Mukti. He got the same form of the Lord actually, right? He was lucky because Krishna was inside. Otherwise, he would have gone and merged with the Lord. And one more reason. All the demons usually get Sayuja Mukti, but Putana did not get. She got mother's position because she wanted to offer milk and she offered milk. Same way, Aghasura also did devotional service. That's why he did not get Sayuja Mukti. He got better liberation. What did he do? What did he offer? Or what did he do? Anyone? So what happened when Krishna was entering the mouth of Aghasura, he was looking at Krishna and feeling so happy that you killed my sister Putana, you killed my brother Bakasura. Now see, I will offer to you sesame seeds mixed with water. We do that for dead bodies, no? These death anniversaries and all this Pitru Pakshas, we do that, no? We offer water and sesame seeds for the well. Right. That's what he was thinking. In his mind, he thought that. In his mind, Aghasura was thinking, oh, Krishna is coming inside my mouth. Now I can close my mouth and I can kill him. And then I will offer him water mixed with sesame seeds as, again, well-being for the departed soul. That's what he was thinking. And Krishna took that as devotional service. He took that as bhoga. He took that as bhoga. He was like, oh, Aghasur wants to feed me. sesame seeds and water. Right? That's what he thought, and that's why Agasar got Sarupya Mukti. He did not get Sayuja Mukti. He did not merge with the Brahmajyoti and fall down again. He once and for all went to Vaikuntha. Can you imagine? So, whatever bad things you think in Kali Yuga, no, Krishna doesn't look at it, it seems. One advantage as Kali Yuga people, we all should know this. Whatever bad things happen, we think about in the mind, unless you do it in action, right? Whether it is through speaking or going and literally doing it, unless you do it, you will not get the papa, you'll not get the sinful reaction. But whatever good thing you think in your mind, even a little bit, I want to distribute 15 Gitas, right? That is a good thing. Whether you do it or not is secondary. But you've got that thought, Krishna will consider that as Manasa Puja. Can you imagine? Krishna will consider that as Manasa Puja. In mind, you're doing service, devotion service. That's what he'll consider, and he will give you the benefit equal to doing it literally. Literally, if you go and distribute 15 Gitas, the benefit that you get the same benefit for doing Manasa Puja also. That is one thing, that is one good thing about Kali Yuga. Right? So, the moment you think, I want to go back home, back to Godhead, you will start getting prepared. Right? You will start getting prepared. And when you pray for the same, if your desire is very intense, you will pray for it day and night. And then when the mercy comes from the acharyas, your chanting gets well, your reading gets well, your sadhana gets well, everything gets well, and you'll go back home, back to Godhead. That's why, Tatra Maulyam Ekala, Laulyam, the desire should be very intense for Krishna. I want to do this. I want to serve this way only. I want to serve. If the desire is intense, mercy will flow. Okay, Hare Krishna. So these are all pastimes. I just wanted to brief, right? And when you think about these pastimes, you will be like, I want to hear more. I want to hear more, right? Once what happened? Once the all the Krishna was in Narayana form in Vrindavan. And the moment, Radharani came, she was playing flute, and Krishna understood, okay, Radharani is coming. Without even Krishna's knowledge, the two other hands of Krishna, Narayana, they disappeared. And Krishna stood in Krishna's form, right? Narayana doesn't stand in front of Radharani. And because Narayana is in Aishwarya Bhav, love is little mixed with Aishwarya, right? Opulence, wealth and opulence. So one more example, if Lakshmi Devi wants to feed butter to Vishnu, she will go and feed. That's it. There is no fun or excitement, right? But if gopis want to feed, they will say, we are in huts, but Krishna is from Nanda Baba's palace, right? If we go and feed butter, it won't look good socially. So they are praying inside. Oh, Krishna should come and steal butter, so that we will be safe. Nobody will come and question us why you fed Krishna butter, right? So we will be safe. Let him come and steal. Right? So that's why actually Krishna stole butter, because of Gopi's desire again. Gopis were the ones desiring for Krishna to come and steal butter. That's why he went and stole butter. Right? So this fun and excitement, it's filled with fun and excitement in Vrindavan. But in Aishwarya Bhav, it's missing. Right? Yeah. Hare Krishna. Any questions?
Hare Krishna Mataji, one question I would like to ask. You said that Krishna was not doing anything, all the things that were done by the others. Then, in that way, if we see in the Bhagavad Gita, I say Virat Rup Darshan, he has shown that he is the one, he is the creator, he is the destroyer, and all. It has been mentioned. Then, how this can be clarified? I didn't understand this. Because in Bhagavad Gita also it is told that even he is telling Arjuna on the Kurukshetra that you have to fight only for the sake. After all, half of the work is done by me. He on the Kurukshetra, even the party has been killed by the even the Sena that I have killed by myself only. Only you have to just plug the arrow and from the bow, and that's it all. These are the things is mentioning. Then how to clarify how it is stated that he is not doing anything, that I didn't understand.
He is not doing all that, Mataji. Krishna is not doing all that. Vasudeva form of the Lord is doing all that. The Vishnu form of the Lord is
Mataji,
doing all this. Even in Virat roop,
Krishna
you
killed
can
only
see even
three
in Virat roop
persons.
what is happening. You can see the Purushas, you can see the demigods carrying out all the things happening, right? Krishna is not doing anything. Krishna is happily there in Goloka or Vrindavan enjoying with his devotees. He is just allocated all the tasks to his plenary expansions. Balaram is another plenary expansion. He is the one who becomes Anantashesh. He is the one who becomes Narayana. He is the one who becomes the Chaturvyuha, the Vasudeva,
But
Sankar.
Vishnu is the roop of Krishna is the roop of Vishnu only, na?
No. Krishna is
Huh?
not the roop of Vishnu. Vishnu is the roop of Krishna. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead.
Vishnu is the roop of, sorry.
Yeah,
Vishnu
so
is
how
the
is
roop of
Krishna
Krishna.
personally doing? So Krishna is not personally doing, right? Vishnu is doing. Vishnu is the expansion of Krishna. And he is
Yes.
doing the tasks. But Krishna is not doing. Got it?
Acha. Okay.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Yes, Muralidhar Prabhu, you want to add?
Mataji, they say that Krishna himself has killed only three places. One was Shishupal and other two I don't remember. So that
Also
is also
Vasudev. That was also
that is
Vasudev.
Vasudev form.
Yeah.
Yes.
He introduces himself, in Dwarka, in Mathura, he says, I'm Vasudeva Krishna. He doesn't say I'm Yashodanandan Krishna. He says I'm Vasudeva Krishna. Right?
Right, Mataji.
But what is
Thank
the
you.
difference with the Vasudeva Krishna and Krishna?
The four-armed form, Mataji, when Vasudeva was impregnated with Krishna and when that was passed to Devaki's womb, right? Who do you think was passed? It was Narayana which was passed. It was not Krishna. Right?
Right.
Why when Devaki delivered, it was the four-armed Narayana which came in front of them and he became small baby. Right? So with that we can understand it was Vasudeva feature or Narayana feature, the Vaikuntha feature of the Lord. Right? But in Vrindavan, it was the two-armed original Krishna feature of the Lord. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Any other questions? No other questions? Okay, then we can end. Thank you all. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnavinda ki jai. Shila Prabhupada